The undeniable chemistry between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue has always been a hot topic, sparking endless discussions about whether their on-screen romance has transcended into real life. While the two have always maintained a professional and friendly relationship in public, recent events suggest there's more to their bond than meets the eye. A cozy evening, soft lights, and stolen glances. This is what unfolded when Dylan Wang and Shen Yue were caught enjoying an intimate dinner date together. The moment was unexpected, but it left no room for doubt. Their connection is as strong as ever. It was a cool evening when Dylan and Shen Yue were spotted at an upscale yet private restaurant, tucked away from the usual hustle and bustle. Known for its dim lighting and elegant ambience, the restaurant is a favorite for those seeking a quiet, intimate atmosphere. At first, onlookers thought nothing of it. Celebrities often dine out. But as the evening progressed, the undeniable chemistry between them became clear. The way Dylan leaned in when Shen Yue spoke, the way she smiled shyly when he whispered something to her, and the lingering touches that spoke louder than words. It was a scene straight out of a romantic drama. Shen Yue arrived in a stunning yet effortlessly chic outfit, wearing a light, floral dress that complemented her delicate features. She exuded a soft glow under the dim lights of the restaurant. Her long, dark hair was styled in loose waves, framing her face perfectly. Dylan, on the other hand, kept it simple yet undeniably attractive. Dressed in a fitted black shirt with the top button undone and tailored slacks, he looked every bit the leading man that fans have admired for years. They weren't dressed extravagantly, yet there was something about their presence together that made the entire setting feel magical. As the night progressed, it became increasingly difficult for Dylan and Shen Yue to keep their emotions in check. They laughed easily, their voices carrying through the intimate setting of the restaurant. At one point, Dylan reached across the table, brushing his fingers lightly against Shen Yue's hand. It was a simple gesture, but it spoke volumes. She didn't pull away. Instead, she looked up at him with a smile, one that carried warmth, understanding, and something deeper. Dylan's eyes never left hers, his expression soft yet intense. It was as if the world around them had faded away, leaving just the two of them in their own little universe. Though they tried to keep a low profile, their undeniable chemistry caught the attention of a few lucky fans who happened to be at the restaurant. Some whispered excitedly, others discreetly captured the moment on their phones. But everyone agreed on one thing. Dylan and Shen Yue looked completely in love. Their conversation was filled with laughter, their gestures natural and unforced. It wasn't the behavior of two people pretending to be just friends. It was the kind of interaction shared between two people who truly understand each other. As they enjoyed their meal, Dylan was seen playfully feeding Shen Yue a bite of dessert. She laughed, shaking her head in embarrassment, but eventually gave in, taking the bite with a soft blush on her cheeks. The way Dylan looked at her in that moment, proud, teasing, but above all, adoring, was enough to send hearts racing. After finishing their meal, Dylan and Shen Yue didn't immediately part ways. Instead, they decided to take a quiet stroll outside. The city lights twinkled in the background, but their focus remained on each other. Dylan casually slipped his hands into his pockets as he walked beside her, occasionally glancing at her with a soft smile. Shen Yue, on the other hand, looked up at the night sky, sighing contentedly. "It's been a while since we had a night like this," she murmured. Dylan nodded, his voice just as soft. "Yeah, we should do it more often." For a brief moment, there was silence between them, but it wasn't uncomfortable. It was the kind of silence shared between two people who don't need words to communicate. As they reached a small park nearby, Dylan suddenly stopped walking. Shen Yue turned to him, her brows raised in curiosity. Before she could say anything, Dylan reached out, gently tucking a loose strand of hair behind her ear. "You always get lost in your thoughts," he teased, his voice warm. Shen Yue rolled her eyes playfully. "Maybe because someone keeps distracting me." Dylan chuckled, but his expression softened. "I like seeing you happy." Her heart skipped a beat at his words. There was something so genuine about the way he said it, as if making her happy truly mattered to him. Unbeknownst to them, their quiet moment was captured by a passerby, who managed to snap a photo of the two under the soft glow of the streetlights. The image quickly made its way to social media, sending fans into a frenzy. "This is straight out of a romance movie. Look at the way Dylan looks at her. They can deny it all they want, but this kind of chemistry doesn't lie. I've been waiting for this moment forever. Just date already." The internet was ablaze with speculation, with many insisting that Dylan and Shen Yue's bond was far deeper than friendship. As the night came to an end, Dylan and Shen Yue got into a car together, with Dylan insisting on dropping her home safely. Before they drove off, they sat quietly for a moment. Shen Yue turned to Dylan with a small smile. "Tonight was nice." Dylan glanced at her, his eyes filled with something unreadable. "Yeah, let's do it again soon." With that, he started the engine, and they drove off into the night, leaving behind a trail of whispers, speculations, and undeniable proof that their chemistry is truly something special. With this latest sighting, the world is once again buzzing with excitement over their relationship. While they may continue to keep things private, one thing is clear. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue share a connection that is impossible to ignore. Whether it's just friendship or something more, their undeniable chemistry has once again left everyone wondering. Is this the beginning of something real? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue's love story, whether on-screen or off, is one that continues to captivate hearts everywhere. By morning, social media was filled with photos of Dylan Wang and Shen Yue's night out. Fans analyzed every glance and touch. Dylan saw the headlines first. He sent Shen Yue a screenshot. "Looks like we broke the internet again." Shen Yue rolled her eyes. "I told you people would notice." "Do you regret it?" Dylan asked. She paused, then smiled. "No, it was a perfect night." Dylan smirked. "Then let's do it again." Their chemistry was undeniable. The world had already decided. They were meant to be. A new chapter begins. The days passed, but the buzz didn't fade. Paparazzi watched closely, and fans speculated nonstop. One evening, Dylan texted Shen Yue. "Dinner again?" She hesitated, then replied. "Won't people talk?" "They already are," he sent back. "Might as well give them something real." Shen Yue smiled, heart racing. "Pick me up at 7. Their story wasn't just a rumor anymore. It was only the beginning. The inevitable moment. Days later, Dylan and Shen Yue were spotted together again. This time, no attempts to hide. They laughed, walked closely, and shared quiet moments that spoke louder than words. Reporters asked, "Are you two dating?" Dylan glanced at Shen Yue, then smirked. "What do you think?" Shen Yue simply smiled. No denial, no explanation, just a moment of understanding between them. The world had its answer, without a single word spoken.